Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy, back with another video. In today's video, we're taking a look at Triple S, otherwise known as Sudio Series Stinger, Sudio Series 2, Decepticon Stinger Deluxe class. This is a transformer that is fairly difficult to transform. Many people own this vehicle and either have him in vehicle form and won't touch him, or have him in robot form and won't touch him. And quite frankly, I have been very similar in that thought process, just because it's a bit of a pain to transform. But after today, in this video, it won't be. So I can see that they're kind of going for a Pagani look here, and I'm sure Pagani wanted a ton of money for licensing, and they didn't want to pay it. Hasbro didn't want to pay it, so they just made this. A facsimile of a Pagani. Obviously, he's got his ninja stars, his shuriken, attached to him under the bottom, so watch your step as you're getting in the vehicle, or you will get stung. I'd like to think that's where the name come from. Why name this guy Stinger if he ironically does not have a stinger? It's because if you get hit with one of these ninja stars, I imagine it will sting. Second pun. So, everybody, back and forth channel, thanks for coming back. Let's get to it. First thing you're going to want to do is remove all these ninja stars. Ninja star, ninja star, ninja star, and ninja star. Okay, so we've got those ninja stars off and out of the way. And the first thing you're going to do is flip him over so that you can lift this head assembly up, just like that. And I can already tell that this was in the wrong orientation when it was transformed, because this head should be turned the opposite way to start with, so you can flip it over later in the transformation. But there you go. And the next thing you want to do is on top, you want to untab these quarter panels. These parts here, these quarter panels, are a pain in the ass to get back in and sometimes to untab. So I just like to reach in and make them come out. So untab, untab. Got those quarter panels. You can lift them up and out of the way. Like that. And is that right? Swing those babies up. And then pull up on this black top portion right here. So hopefully I can get to it with these gloves on. I imagine it might be a little difficult. I'm just going to give myself some clearance there, so I can get a nail under there. There we go. So you just want to pull this black top assembly up and out of the way. And when you do that, it's going to want to allow this first arm right here unclips, and then you can flip this up and out of the way like so. And same with the other side. So you're going to flip those up and out of the way. I'm going to turn it over, and we're just going to lift these ninja star assemblies up like this, just like that. Then we're going to go back to where the rear lights are, and you're going to untab these and flip them up like this. Untab, flip up. These these legs, which are what we're doing right now, tab into right there where that red part is. So you can just untab them and swing them down. Untab them, swing them down. Bring these rear wheels down to the back of the leg, like so. And then flip out those toesies. Like so. And then we've got some, we've got some legs. Like that. And then you're going to push back this black loincloth, just like this. Okay. Then you're going to bring this entire upper assembly downtown. Okay, down onto here. We're going to bring these legs down so that they're like that, out of the way. Now, I believe I like to spin these horizontally. That's the way they'll need to be anyway. That way they're out of the way for clearance for this next portion. You want to bring these first of all, you want to bring these arms up. Oh, okay. Like so. And like so. Like that. And that will give you the clearance to rotate this upper assembly. Oh, let's move these quarter panel things out of the way like that. Then you can flip this whole thing over. It'll kind of slip into place there, just like so. And then you can clip this in like that. Snaps into place so that these two black parts meet each other. And then you're going to rotate the arms to bring them, oh, let's go like this. Rotate the arms like so to bring them down. You can spin those forearms around. Spin those forearms. And same with this guy. I'm going to bring that like that sort of for now. And then these you can bring up like this. Well, actually, they were kind of in the right position anyway. There's a double hinge right here. So you just double hinge it down and fold it forward. And same with the other side. Double hinge it down all the way, bring it forward. And he's got some nice shoulder pads, circa 1980. Don't want to stay there too well, but that's okay. Then we're going to rotate this black top section right here 180 degrees. Rotate, 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 and then collapse the whole thing into itself, like so. Okay, so we've got that done. And that's kind of like a shield, I guess. And then you're gonna, these arms here, you can see how they're all the way back. You want to bring them forward like this, just like so. I don't know how much they like to go, but basically to make a nice little triangle there inside, just like that. Okay, and then you're going to rotate this head assembly. Now, I was just gonna say, this head assembly loves to come off. Mama had a baby and her head assembly came off, so that's because this little part here is very stiff. So I'm gonna pop it back in. Wow, I'm gonna rotate it on its own then, now that it's out, like that. And I'm just gonna put it back in, like so. Now this whole piece comes down over the wheels just like that. And then you would spin the head here normally because it would be facing in the other direction. And then you have that part done. Why do these not want to? Maybe it's because they're not supposed to be all the way to the back. Yeah, maybe that's the case. So these maybe in the forward position a little bit seem to want to stay more over the shoulder that way, just kind of like that. Okay, and then you can rotate some bicep, and turn them around, and you can get this assembly here up. I kind of like to have the black facing up and the red facing down. I'm totally off camera. There we go. And you can put your ninja stars on. Ninja stars, ninja stars, ninja stars. We're not going to do that. And there we have one stinger ready for the best duty. Stacks on stacks duty. And there you go. He's kind of got his head cocked to one side, thinking about life choices. Stack on stacks duty. there you go. And for a size comparison, here is a lovely, delicious beverage made by a very important person that I know. Perfect. So that is awesome. So I'm going to get that out of the way, and like everything on this channel, it goes back and forth. We're going to go back and forth once again. So I remember that I did this, so I'm going to close these up, and you don't want them above and below each other. You just kind of want them like that, up against each other. And then I'm going to flip it like this so it's in the right orientation for later. Oh, well, maybe it was like that. Maybe it's better like that. So we're going to leave that way for now. We'll see when we get to the end. Now, this head should rotate to look backwards. And we can lift this assembly up. And I'm sure it's not going to want to spin nicely for me. So, put that back in. Spin that so that it's somewhat uniform. Okay. I'm going to angle these arms back into their original position, which was this way and this way. I'm not too sure how far that out they were, but we'll start there and see how that works out for us. Okay. Then we're going to go back to this canopy piece, and we're going to fold it out to its original form and spin it 180 degrees, and then turn these back to their original position like so. Actually, that's pretty close to the way it's supposed to be, so that's fine then, sir. Just like that. Then we're going to get this quarter panel section and just put it back into the orientation it was before. So you swing that double hinge out and bring it forward. Make sure that's nice and flush. Like so. Oh, that arm's a little bit loose. Then we're going to unclip this assembly right here, like so. Lift that up, and then spin the whole thing. Spin this upper assembly, bringing these arms up again, out of the way. So I like to face them up as if he's holding his hands up. Hands up, dude. And then flip this whole assembly around. And just be careful of these mirrors when you're doing so. I've seen people break them off and cry. Move that stuff out of the way, like so. And then we're going to bring this loincloth back down, just like that. Bring these arms, or legs up a bit rather. I'm going to flip these toes back down, just like this, into their original position. And then we're going to bring these quarter panel things, these back wheel sections up and out of the way, like that. And these right here are the pegs that go into the legs. So you just swing them forward. Let's get this out of the way so it's not going to impede us. Just like that. Make sure these are up. And there is adjoining holes right there. Right. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. Got that one in. Get these arms out of the way. And same here. Bring this back up and around, straighten it out so that this hole, whoops, can get up over some of the assembly down there. Oh, came loose. There we go. And there we go. So the legs are tabbed back in. And you can go ahead and bring these rear light sections down to where they belong. So that's that part done. Now, I do remember that this part is a little tricky. So we're gonna, oops. Swing these legs, or these arms further forward. They are stiff. Stiff. These are stiff, Biff. Man, that sucked. Okay, and we're gonna keep this up so we can just get this first arm back to where it needs to go, just like that. Okay, so that's one, and you can straighten out this quarter panel recess. And we're gonna do that last, because like I said, that's a pain. Then this part can be kind of tricky too, this canopy, so I'm gonna lift this up, get this over so that it can get to where it needs to go. Okay, so far so good. Bring this section here, and look at that. Winner, winner, chicken feast. Come on now, why don't you want to go in? This guy is absolutely a bitch. There's no doubt about it. There we go. Got it to sit down somewhat. Okay, so here's the scary part. So what I do is I like to extend these double hinges all the way forward, and then you just want to, I like to bring them down beside that peg there, and then just mash it into the side like that. I find it works best like that. Same thing on the other side. And holy crapperel, we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Na na na, we did it. I don't know the Spanish parts of the song. There you go. Back to alt mode. Stacks on stack duty. I can tell that there's something wrong here, and I'd be willing to guess that these might want to be in the other orientation, because this should sit completely flat and it is not. So I wonder if we flip them the other way. Nope. Well, that's going to be for figuring out at another time, but usually these should sit nice and flat so that they don't touch the bottom. But right now he's got some hydraulic lift. There it is. There you go. Folks, that was a tough one, but we did it. Thank you so much for coming back to the Back and Forth channel. I appreciate your support. Please like, sub, crush that notification bell so that you find out when I post the next one of these videos. I hope this helps somebody out there. I really, really do. I'm having fun doing this. You can guess downstairs in the comments to see which transformer I'm going to do next. And if anybody gets it right, there will be a prize. And as I've said before, anybody that comments down below, downstairs, I will be responding to. I will personally respond to every single comment downstairs. That is a fact. If you have not been told recently, Secret Guy out.